TGIF. How's it going? This is Dee with Divine Needle. Oh, Friday, Venus Day. It's a good day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful beginning of the entry into the weekend. And the moon has entered into Scorpio. The moon has entered into Scorpio. And Scorpio rules the genitals, anus, urethra, and prostate. So if you're experiencing any issues in that area, don't be shocked. It's still a waxing gibbous, not a great time to be, according to Farmer's Almanac, not a great time for surgeries because waxing moons are not the best time. You won't heal quite as quickly. And particularly those areas that Scorpio rules. Okay. We are heading out of that waxing moon on the 13th. Lucky number 13. I tell you that's not a lucky number, but it is. Anyway, on the 13th, full moon in Capricorn, Wednesday. And definitely no on that date for a surgery. Okay? Definitely not. But then after that, it goes waning into Aquarius, and then it's all systems go. Okay? For those of you that need that info. Okay? But we do have a full moon coming up in Capricorn. Yay. On the 13th. So, very likely a very lucky day. That's the way it feels to me. I don't know why, but it's feeling that way. Anyway, today is about reflection on this TGIF day. The Two of Worlds. This is a magnificent card. I'll hold it up so you guys can get a better gander at it. Look at the moon. Cold, cold mountains. Sun peeking over the top. And one thing that's catching my eye on this card is this star beaming the blue light out. A lot of blue energy, reflection energy, very watery feeling, even though it's a world's card. So this is earth energy to a world, but reflection. The moon, winter, pond, and night represent rest and reflection. In this time of physical relaxation and mental contemplation, clarify and crystallize your feelings and plans as symbolized by the snow. Grand day to you, Miss Tamu. Crystallized water. Snow is crystallized water. Don't act until you are sure. Get away from it all to get perspective. Wait and see. Very hermit energy, reflection, right? Withdrawing, reflecting. You're not supposed to act yet. You're supposed to clarify and crystallize your feelings. Okay. And the plans you have for what really makes you happy. The austerity of the moon and the contraction of the cold winter represent conservatism. Simply live simply. There's my husband just outside the window peeking in at me again. He's playing out in the yard with the little herbs and plants. Yes, he is. And he's knocking on the window at me. Yeah. Something about tarot reading. I don't know. I didn't pick it all up. Anyway, morning shenanigans. Live simply and frugally by not engaging in financial outlays, worldly expansions, and material acquisitions. So think about it first. Ponder it. Don't make any decisions yet. You need to hermit energy. Okay? Wise advice. Spend the weekend hermiting, deep diving. Messenger Oracle was what they told me to pull today, so we will. Messenger Oracle for the collective. They keep telling me, get your feet off the chair, get your feet off the chair. Because I always tend to prop up my heels on the base of the office chair. It's like, get those feet flat and grounded. All right. All right. For the collective, Messenger Oracle. Feel for it. Feel for it. All right. We will warm up the hands. Oh, I already see one of the cards right here. Embrace the feminine. And another. Oh, way up here. Love that you are different. We had that card recently. Nice. I like that. Embrace the feminine. Within ourselves, there are two aspects to our nature, the feminine and the masculine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the feminine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. So once you do take steps, after you crystallize, okay, now is a time to be nurturing, creative, and to connect with nature, home, and heart. Listen to your intuition and emotions. Be receptive and compassionate. But remember, whilst you allow your feminine self to be dominant, you need to temper your gentleness with a fire that denies all meekness. Love that you are different. You have strengths and weaknesses, and both are worthy of love. Know them, honor them, and do not heed those who tell you that you must change in order to fill their expectation of you. You will never be who others expect you to be. You can only be the unique individual you are meant to be. Love that you are different, for it is your differences and loving those differences that make you truly beautiful. Wow. Okay. Fantastic for TGIF. So keep those in mind. Hermiting energy over the weekend, planning your steps ahead, being in the feminine energy, right? And they wanted, guess what? Guess what they wanted today? Spirit Keepers Revelations deck. And I do consider my daily guidance readings as revelations. Absolutely. All right. For the collective, the overall energy. For the collective, the overall energy. The way that hopped out, that was interesting. Woo! Holy Grail is the cups. What's our highest priority? This is self-love, by the way. And hermit energy, very much so. Emotions. Like the blue in that card, that Two of Worlds. Yeah, very much. All right, what's our highest priority for the collective, please? Highest priority for the collective. The Vagabond, Five of Orbs. The Defector, Eight of Chalices. The Discerning One, Two of Wands, Two of Scepters in this deck. And the Hector, Five of Swords. That's the highest priority. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for? For the collective, what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for? They keep, that's the card, okay. Gotcha. Ivory Shield, Queen of Cups. On the bottom. What do we have? Necromancer, Moon. Okay. Whew. Okay. The Ivory Shield, Queen of Cups. And a page. The heralds are pages. Page of Cups and Page of Fire. Victory underneath the champion. Six of Scepters. So, emotions and passions. The messengers. It could be a message coming in from a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or somebody exhibiting the energy of the Queen of Cups. See? Here's the cup. And it's almost like you're getting a bird's eye view of the fountain. See? Very interesting. Sometimes the Page of Cups is an apology energy. These sometimes are children or just learning things that you're emotional and passionate about. Victory. It could be an apology. It's hard saying. But your overall energy is Holy Grail. And that is self-love, that reflection energy, all that blue energy that was in that Two of Worlds. In our daily card, which I'm going to put it up here just so you guys remember the energy. I'm actually going to put it under here because it feels like it matches that energy. Reflecting. It's interesting that we have a winter scene. Because of what the reading said yesterday about Putin, I actually checked the news and evidently they're talking a lot about Alaska. And it's interesting that we have some cold energy up here. Very interesting. And that I chose to put the card here. All right. Highest priority. I know what my hubby's highest priority is.
I worked on
He's in here now. Okay. Highest priority, vagabond. This is generally the feeling left out in the cold energy. Left out in the cold energy. The defector. Your highest priority is to walk away from that. Walk away from something you put a great deal of time into. Notice the dove up here and here with the moon energy, and we have moon energy here. Oh boy. Okay. The discerning one. This is after this reflective energy, staking your dominion, picking your path. Red pill, blue pill. Right? So walking away to pick a path. The Hector. This is often defeat by unfair advantage. And it's the highest priority. Venus in Aquarius. And we have Mars in Aries. Somebody's got a big stick in their hand in the background. Yep. And they're right at the water's edge. I think this has to do with Alaska. That's the way this whole thing's feeling. They're talking some more about it. Left out in the cold. And defeating someone by unfair advantage. This is Take No Prisoners card. And it's your highest priority. Wow. What to be mindful of, prepare for. Major Arcana, the Necromancer, the Moon, Gateway to Resurrection. And they want me to read from the book. Okay. Fortunately, I pulled it out because I never know when they're going to say it. The matter at hand is steeped in ambiguity, but emotion and intuition will converge to guide you. Seek out counsel from your ancestral lines. You cannot rely on superficial impressions. Instead, trust your psychic responses and judgment, because everything here is in the shadows. Okay? So it's hard to see what the truth is, right? It's hard to have the Ace of Swords clarity. So when you're walking that path with the moonlit light, instead of, yeah, see, the moon's like really featured here. Something going on with the moon too. And they're telling me more than one thing here. Okay. You're about to walk into the dark night, and it will be navigating fluctuating terrain. Trust your intuition, and you will avert danger at each turn. Pictured here is Anubis weighing a heart against Mot's feather. At the center crux of the balancing scales is an icon of Mot facing right. Egyptian hieroglyphs are from the Book of the Dead. This key unlocks the underworld. When the necromancer appears, the veil between worlds is thin. It endows you with mediumship powers. The card in the spread are messages from beyond, those who have passed to return to see you. So for some of you, somebody from the past is going to return to come see you. That's what you need to be mindful of and prepare for. Some of you, this is quite literally, and I know somebody particularly, it's about your well. The broken lines in the one reading about something wrong with plumbing? Yeah. Some of you, it's about the well. I'm walking away from someone that left you out in the cold using discernment to defeat by unfair advantage. Hmm, interesting. Hmm. But there's a lot more to this. Because the moon and the dove. Okay. I have a funny feeling this has something to do with that mission that they recently launched where they lost connection with a satellite for the moon. See? Satellite around the moon. This bug, right? I have a funny feeling there's something to do with that here. But I'm also feeling the whole vibe. They pointed me out at the Libra. And when I looked into it, they were talking about Alaska. This one's got a stick, and they're staking their domain and their claim. Just saying. And defeat by unfair advantage. And this is in cold spaces. Cold spaces. Okay, so we got two different predictions basically here. One's about Russia and Alaska, and possibly something to do with reclaiming territory by the looks of things. Highest priority. The other thing that's standing out, and it's definitely talking about cold spaces. So I'm not sure if this has to do, but Alaska's really like pinging hard because of what they showed me yesterday. Because there's a Libra that's had enough. Enough of the cat and mouse games. So that could be possible. So, any of you living in Alaska or have friends there, you might chat with them because Russia was mentioning that the US bought Alaska from them in 1807, I think, or something like that. Anyway, hmm, yeah. The outcome, have to be mindful and prepare for. So, the satellite around the moon. This feels like some sort of splashdown. Can also indicate ships, right? They use the chariot for that too, but the cup. But this feels more like some sort of splash down. Ripples in the water splash down here. in cold regions. So something about the moon and something about Alaska. The moon energy, the necromancer. You know, on my other deck, it shows waves coming out. See, I have Thoth standing on one shore. Somebody looks like almost Eight of Cups energy walking away, right? On the edge. Defeat by unfair advantage. It's taking dominion. Yeah, so this is something about Alaska and the whole Russia thing, just so you know. Oh, and then something to do with the moon. The shock waves. Shock waves. It's interesting because the shock waves, I think, are from this in a cold area. Um, with this, there was somebody, well, two people I know of that are internet acquaintances that were filming the, um, well, one, Richard 205 Maria, I believe that's the channel name, was filming the lunar waves. And it basically looked like, to me, and Crow 777, they were filming lunar waves. And to me, it reminded me of video games because if you point a camera at a monitor, you'll see it actually building the picture. You'll see the wave coming across. And to me, it looked like they were digitally reproducing the moon in the sky. Now, there's other people that talked about that there were satellites up there beaming projections at the moon, and that would explain that wave if they were trying to cover up what's really going on the surface. Um, because it provides a curtain, so to speak. You see the moon, they're projecting it up there right over the top of the actual one. And it's a smoke screen. It's a curtain. It's in the shadows. But this latest mission up there, this satellite, can you tell us anything else about this? And I don't know why this is coming to my head about the lunar wave and everything, but it is. I mean, the moon's heavily prevalent here in the reading. Heavily. What do you want to tell us about that satellite? This mission, because it's some sort of multi-stage mission that they're planning of putting people back on the moon. Hermit. But when it fell out of my hand, it was reversed. No longer hidden in the cave. Okay. I get what you're laying down. See, over here we have hermit energy, but here it's reversed. So this is coming out of the cave because a wave of catharsis rushes in. Hmm. Okay. Whoop. Sitting here playing with the cards and they just popped out kind of upside downish sideways. What did we get? We got an Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Nothing new under the sun, I heard when I looked at that. See how that looks like a projector projecting onto the surface? They're telling us about what's going on here. They're telling you the truth. It's what I suspected all along. Because people actually got footage of some satellites that were acting as giant projectors. And then that whole wave thing, the lunar wave they were filming. Five of Cups. This is generally reminiscing on things from the past, but no longer reminiscing because we know what it is. It's interesting. This is lack of interest, apathy, but in the reverse, you're quite interested in what's going on with the projector. See, here's the projector right here. Here's the projector. The satellite. See the bird? Satellite. Um, out of focus. Out of focus. Okay, those of you that film the moon and are interested in that lunar wave, you might want to get your telescopes on the moon. Because this is out of focus. No dedication. Out of focus. Okay. Now it could be that that satellite, it became it wasn't responding to them anymore. That could be what this is talking about. Perhaps it starts responding again, but they're also talking about those projectors, those satellites that are projecting a curtain. Yep, holographic technology, it's a thing. Okay, so several things going on here. Something definitely going on with the whole moon stuff, and also something to do with Alaska and a splashdown. Something about Dominion is the highest priority. Defeat by unfair advantage. Somebody's standing there with that wand on one shore. Yeah. Out in the cold. Defector. So this could be someone literally defecting to the other side. See what I'm saying? Defeat by unfair advantage. Expect a splashdown. Wow. I'm laughing because of the way they tell me this stuff in the cards. I'm not laughing because of what's going to happen. I'm just like always blown away by the way they lay it down for me. Yeah. The projector being seen. Yeah. So for you moon buffs that like to point your telescopes and record the moon, I highly suggest you do so. Because evidently something's gonna get revealed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm blown away. Wowza. What a reading. Splashdown in Alaska. Something to do with yeah. Now I see why they pointed me at the whole Libra's had enough. Enough's enough, so to speak. Uh the problems of the holodeck, right? The quandaries. Anything else you guys want to tell me? This is also somebody interested in drilling or something. In the same place. Lack of water. No focus. All right. Anyway. Oh, I didn't even look over. How are you guys doing? It's Santa. How you doing? Rada, how are you? Melissa, how's it going? Sunyu, how's it going? Oh, and Hubby Wubby. And Hubby Wubby. Okay. I'm gonna do two people. It's Sana. How's it going? I will give you a single card. When will your marriage happen? And Radha Verma, when will I meet my future spouse? Let's see. Hey, you wait. So it's Sana. When will my marriage happen? It's Sana. When will my marriage happen? Light at the end of the tunnel. It's a 10. That's your dynasty, your destiny, your happily ever after, your light at the end of the tunnel. It's also a 10. If you're already with someone, possibly October. Um, if you haven't met anybody yet, you might be meeting them in October, possibly. But it's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. It's Anna. I hope that helps you. All right. Let's see what else we got. Radha. When will I meet my future spouse? Radha. Radha. Empress. May. May. That's Taurus season. Okay. Sometime during this coming Taurus season. So chill, hang tight, focus on yourself. Tanu. When will Raghuveer contact me? When will they contact her? Or him? Her. Tanu. When will they contact her? The double down may for you too. We got the Empress yet again. Twice. That means also, for those of you, the two that got that card, it's also about taking care of yourself, creating something new, right? It's creation energy. I hope that helps you. But taking good care of yourself. All right? Anyway, okay, enough fun for today. Actually, one more fun. Let's pull one for my husband. Oh, now that's funny. Two fell out. The Fool and Heartbreak card. He is a foolish heartbreaker. Mm-hmm. Yes, he is. Adorable. But Fool, starting a new journey. Huh? You do? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. New beginnings and disappointment. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, my husband got the Fool card and the Three of Swords. All right. I hope you guys have a grand Friday TGIF. It is the weekend. Go into hermit mode, reflection time, deep diver, and you're going to make a decision about a specific what you want in your future. What is your dominion? All right. And then you're going to come out of that cave. Alrighty. Because you saw through the shadows using your intuition. Okay. Anyway, do have an absolutely fantastic TGIF. And I'll talk to you later. And yeah, 2 predictions Alaska, Russia, moon. Okay. Later, guys. Bye for now. Bye.